What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In this video we're going to be doing a quick crypto market update as well as going over some major news over the past couple days and discussing the NFT space and all the hype right now. We are seeing volume surging and new all-time high floor prices for many projects, so I'm going to dive into that, talk about some projects I'm bullish on and my thoughts on if the NFT space is in a bubble. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for daily videos. Alright guys, so before we jump into the crypto markets, I want to give you guys a quick update. I did have strep throat, which is why I didn't do any videos for the last week, but I am feeling better now, and I will be jumping back into daily videos. I do have some big videos planned, lots of big stuff happening right now, so you definitely want to be subscribed and hit the bell so you are notified on this time-sensitive information. I do recommend following me over on Twitter as well at JRNYcrypto, because I do call stuff out here as it's happening, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club just launching mutant apes. So they ended up selling 10,000 of these. No one knew about this, and they sold out within the first hour at a higher mint price of around 2.8 Ethereum, which means they did raise about $95 million just on that 10,000 they sold. And then everyone else that was holding Bored Apes did get the serums, which allows them to get a mutant ape as well. So I will talk more about that, where that's headed, as well as some other NFT sets I'm bullish on at the end of this video, and where I see the NFT space headed. All right guys, so jumping into the crypto markets, we do have Bitcoin holding pretty strong around $47,000. It did have a small correction after breaking $50,000, but that was expected. I do think as we get some good news over the next couple weeks, I do think we will be retesting $50,000 Bitcoin. A lot of people calling that $50,000 mark was the dead cat bounce and that we will be headed back down to $30,000. I don't see that happening in the next couple months unless we get some really bad breaking news. So Ethereum doing great today, up 6.6%, and this is pretty crazy. I do think Ethereum is going to break previous all-time highs before Bitcoin does. So Ethereum, after that London hard fork upgrade, Ethereum is now being burned with every transaction. With all the hype on NFTs right now, this is burning a ton of Ethereum, which is making Ethereum bullish and more scarce. So a lot of people saying this is going to break out soon. I'm going to go over the charts with Ethereum. Cardano ADA doing great, holding at $2.80. We still have about 2 weeks before smart contracts launch. I do expect some sort of correction at that time, but we'll see how the markets are doing in general. If we do have Bitcoin breaking $55,000 mid-September or even $60,000, while ADA smart contracts is launching, that's going to be very bullish in my opinion. And I definitely see ADA breaking $3, possibly testing even $4 by the launch of smart contracts. And then probably going sideways for a little bit until things really start going and people see the actual use case and improvements of the Cardano blockchain over blockchains like Ethereum. So we are getting NFTs starting to launch on Cardano now, as well as seeing some popular ones on Solana. And we do have some on Polygon Matic also. So I will be looking more into Cardano NFTs. I know a lot of people have been requesting videos on this, so I will be looking into that further, doing an overview on how to get set up with this and what NFT sets on Cardano I think are bullish and where I see that headed, as well as Solana also. So definitely these platforms are great alternatives. The only problem is they don't have as many third-party platforms developed to use these blockchains yet, like Ethereum has OpenSea and MetaMask, making it very simple for the average person to get started with NFTs and hold NFTs. So once these other alternative blockchains continue developing, I do think we will be seeing a lot of volume moving from Ethereum to Cardano and Solana for NFTs, as well as other things. So right now, Ethereum is very easy to use and pick up NFTs. We have OpenSea, which is the main NFT platform, as well as MetaMask, very easy to connect, buy, hold, and trade NFTs this way. So Ethereum, lots of Ethereum is being burned with each transaction right now. And I do want to talk about the price of Ethereum. So Ethereum is looking great right now, testing major resistance of around $3,500. If we do break that, we can easily be testing previous all-time highs of $4,000 to $4,200. So that's very likely to happen here in the next month or so, especially if Bitcoin continues on a steady uptrend. Also, if we do see Bitcoin breaking above $52,000, I definitely think Ethereum will be breaking previous all-time highs around that time. Ethereum is more bullish than Bitcoin right now, especially because the Ethereum London hard fork, all the hype that's and mania that's happening with NFTs, and all the altcoin hype that's also happening. So that is generating a lot of volume on the Ethereum network and burning an increased amount of Ethereum. So things are looking pretty good here. I do expect Ethereum to be breaking out very soon. It definitely looks like it wants to break out above this and be testing previous all-time highs, testing at probably $3,800 to $4,000 here very soon. So we'll see how that goes. We do have Solana up as well, up 50% on the 7-day. Polkadot now starting to move up, just broke $30. So these alternative blockchains are looking good, especially with anytime Ethereum is having these high gas fees over $50 and times a peak volume like this, over $100. Imagine if we get back to the same volumes that we did have in peak May, where Bitcoin was testing $65,000 and Ethereum was over $4,000. These Ethereum gas fees are going to get back over $300 very easily, and no one wants to see that happen, which is why these alternative blockchains do get a lot of attention. So that is a great thing for Cardano right now with smart contracts coming up. Solana up a lot as well, breaking $100. So with Solana up 50% on the 7-day, currently at $110, it is getting very close to a 100x since the end of 2020, where the price was around $1.20 to $1.50 around December 20th of 2020. So we also had this bottom under $25 not too long ago as well, around July 20th, when the markets bottomed before we started seeing everything in the crypto space recovering in general. So under $25 to now over $110 is a 4x in a short period of time. Huge return on investment if you did pick up at the bottom of the market. Even anywhere after the market crash, you're in huge profit right now. So we're seeing that with Cardano as well. Some other alternatives here also have recovered huge since the market bottom around July 20th. But some cryptocurrencies I do think have high potential that haven't really moved up yet. One of those being Chainlink, in my opinion. I do think EOS is another one that will be having huge profits by end of year. Like I said, they're working on the Bullish exchange. As soon as they announce the launch date for that, I do think it will pump. And depending on the actual volume on this exchange, I do think that will help it move in the future also. So previously, this did pass $20 at the peak of the bull run, or this was actually when the bull run was dying out. We were entering a bear market. It actually did peak over $20. And very recently, this did hit $15 before the market crashed, with the announcement that that bullish exchange would launch this year. So that does show me that EOS will pump once we're getting close to the launch of that bullish exchange. So I'm really starting to dollar cost average into this and prepare for that. That's pretty much a guaranteed high return on investment by end of year for me, especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum are in a steady uptrend. Also picking up more Chainlink as we go. Litecoin, I'm not too sure about at this point. I might be selling small portions of that, depending how it does. But in general, Litecoin does move up alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum. So lots of big things happening. I do want to go over some huge news over the past couple days. Also, Bitcoin price turns to test lower support level as 50K stays out of reach. So some people are saying this is the dead cat bounce, that we still are entering a bear market. But I don't think that's what's happening here. And I really don't see any signs we are going to be crashing back to $30,000 and less. So if we do start seeing a general downtrend, if we do get some really bad news, that could cause a lot of panic in the space and cause a quick crash. But in general, we are seeing whales accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible no matter what happens, and taking that out of circulation to hold very long term. We are starting to see a lot of retail investors returning to the space also and accumulate again. So we do have Polkadot looking pretty bullish. This article just came out, 3 reasons why Polkadot could be the next altcoin to hit a new all-time high. So Polkadot's previous all-time high is over $50, current price around $30. That is some huge room for big return on investment. So we do have parachain auctions excite the community, which is going to get a lot of people talking about Polkadot and really spread the word about it as well, driving more demand to the DOT cryptocurrency. An entire ecosystem of projects are competing for a parachain slot. So huge ecosystem here, like we saw with Cardano and Solana and Avalanche and other blockchains. The bigger the ecosystem is growing, the more demand is going to come to that cryptocurrency. So DOT is rising in demand as we get closer to parachains and things get more bullish in general. We also have trading volume on the rise as well, as you would expect with the price rising and things getting more bullish. A lot more people are going to be buying DOT and trading DOT and taking it out of circulation, supply and demand. As demand is rising with word spreading and more people are taking DOT out of circulation to hold for higher price targets, that will mean the cryptocurrency price will rise in general. So I definitely think that's very possible that Polkadot does break previous all-time highs, currently $30, up 15% today. Previous all-time highs here was when the market peaked in general, actually just around under $50. So if we do break $50 Polkadot, that will be new all-time highs. And that will be close to a 2x if we do get to $60 from here. That's a quick 2x, and I do think that's very possible. This is around a $30 billion market cap. When you do compare this to Cardano and Ethereum, that is much smaller. Cardano currently getting close to a $90 billion market cap, and Ethereum at $400 billion. So definitely one that has some potential. But like I said, I'm also very bullish on Chainlink and EOS by end of year. And I will be talking about some more small cap altcoins I'm bullish on also in the upcoming week. So like I stated, a lot of people talking about Ethereum right now. A lot of people believe it will break its all-time high and have a good breakout here in the next couple of weeks, especially if Bitcoin continues on a steady uptrend, breaking that $50,000 again. I do think that would be great for Ethereum, breaking $4,000. So Ethereum price poised for 40% rally versus Bitcoin after breaking out of 4-month range. Definitely a great sign here, especially with how much Ethereum is being burned with every transaction right now with these high gas fees. So the great crypto flippening, can Ethereum overtake Bitcoin? A lot of people have been discussing this for the last few years, and I don't think Ethereum will flip Bitcoin in market cap anytime soon, or even in the next couple years. But with Ethereum London hard fork and more Ethereum being burned, with it becoming more scarce, with more and more projects using the Ethereum blockchain, with all these NFTs launching on the Ethereum blockchain, it is making Ethereum much more bullish right now. So definitely don't think it's going to do a 3x anytime soon and flip Bitcoin. But I do think it will be doing better than Bitcoin in general and have a higher return on investment than Bitcoin as well. So we do have El Salvador finally implementing Bitcoin as legal tender. I think that's happening next week. We have retirees in El Salvador protest against Bitcoin adoption. So I'm not surprised by this because this was rushed and it came out of nowhere. No one was expecting this. They are the first country to accept Bitcoin as legal tender as a country. So that's does bring a lot of problems with it. And we have to keep in mind a lot of people in El Salvador don't even know what cryptocurrencies are and have no idea how to use Bitcoin. They are adding a lot of Bitcoin ATMs though, and they're trying to help push Bitcoin adoption as much as possible. They also announced they would be giving $30 to every El Salvadorian citizen. So that's also a good way to get this started and get people interested in looking into Bitcoin and understanding it. So that's good. They did something like that. They're really doing as much as possible to make this a smooth transition. But being first through the door with this, there's going to be problems. There's going to be people upset. And a lot of citizens aren't going to like this, especially merchants that have no idea how to accept this as payment. They're legally required to accept Bitcoin as payment now with it being legal tender. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out once they fully implement it, and we'll see how that goes. And that will really pave the way for other countries to start doing the same once they see success with this and see how much it's actually benefiting the country. Then we may start seeing some other countries implement Bitcoin as legal tender as well. All right, guys, so I do want to talk about NFTs before I end this video and discuss everything that's going on since my last video, where Visa did acquire a CryptoPunk. After that, the volume for many NFT projects have been surging. Even the last couple days, things have been really crazy. We're seeing lots of money being moved around, which is why these Ethereum gas fees are also so high. So for the average person, they can't afford a CryptoPunk or a Bored Ape Yacht Club or even some of these other new sets. Even some of the cheaper entry sets, it's not even worth buying them right now, because why buy an NFT that's worth a couple $100s when you have a gas fee that's also at $100 to $200? It just doesn't make sense. You'd have to do a 2x to even break even. And for those that are newer to the NFT space, that's really not feasible. So that is why attention is being picked up on Cardano NFTs, as well as Solana and Polygon. And I will be diving more into that and trying to find some good undervalued sets for you guys. So CryptoPunks creator signs with top Hollywood agents as sales top 300 million in a week. So much volume coming to the NFT space. Everyone's saying this is a bubble. But like I did state in a previous video, the NFT space comes in waves. We see peak volume every 2 to 5 weeks. Things level out for a while until there's something else major that happens, and then a lot of volume comes to the space again. Something like Visa acquiring a CryptoPunk, any big news like that does make volume in the NFT surge in general, and a lot of attention comes to the space. A lot of people are still trying to figure out how to even acquire NFTs and how to get set up with this. We're still very early to the NFT space, in my opinion. While I do believe we are in a bubble, I don't think the bubble is done growing, and I do believe it can last another couple months here. So we'll see how things go, but regardless, we're going to start seeing a lot of companies and movies and shows starting to get into the NFT space and offer NFT sets. And this is going to continue bringing a lot of new users to the NFT space. And it is becoming a standard for crypto investors to also be NFT investors, especially with how much money has been made. So over the weekend, we did have Bored Ape Yacht Club make NFT history with the launch of their Mutant Ape Yacht Club. They ended up announcing they're selling 10,000 of these, which no one was expecting. They had a declining price on this, and it's still sold out in under an hour at 2.8 Ethereum per NFT, which when you consider it compared to Bored Ape Yacht Club, where the price floor was over 50 Ethereum, that was a much cheaper entry and allowing a lot of new people to get into the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So we can see there's mutant versions, M1s and M2s. So your current Bored Apes, you are able to mutate into both versions. So this did get a lot of attention over the weekend, massive amount of volume. They ended up selling all 10,000 in under an hour, which made them around $95 million. So Bored Ape Yacht Club made history over the weekend, having the most successful mint and launch of a new project ever, raising close to $100 million, which I think is huge. This is great for the NFT space in general. Some people saying this was a cash grab from them, but they're pretty much the name brand in the NFT space at this point. And having $100 million, when you consider this, Beeple made $69 million in one auction. So making a close to $100 million for a full set that they launched, I don't think is that huge, even though it is for profile picture NFT sets. But regardless, this is going to bring a lot of attention to the NFT space. A lot of companies and projects will be launching, and this is going to help bring a lot of mass demand to the NFT space in general and help a lot more people get into cryptocurrencies also. So this is going to be huge. Their roadmap 2.0 I think is going to be crazy. They're probably going to be developing some games, adding more utility. With all this funding, I would imagine they're going to continue developing. By far the most successful NFT set in the entire crypto space, and they barely launched end of April, and now we're getting to September here, so it hasn't even been close to 1 year yet, and Bored Ape Yacht Club is already a name brand. So I do like that they launched this new set having up to 20,000 apes in that NFT set, because it does allow more people to get involved and allow there to be more holders as well. Some people don't like this because they think it's going to take away from the OG 10,000, but the OGs have held up in value and are even climbing. Some people even selling their mutant apes to buy one of the OG apes. So they also have the Bored Ape Kennel Club, which is Doge NFTs, and those are actually lower floor price than the new mutant apes if you guys do want to get in, but you can't afford one of these higher mutant apes. I do think the floor price for mutant apes will level out at some point also here in the next couple weeks. But we do have to keep in mind Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to Christie's auction mid-September, and depending how that auction goes, I think that's going to bring a lot more attention to Bored Ape Yacht Club and other NFT sets also. So we also have CryptoPunks price floor is now over 100 Ethereum after Visa did buy one of these. There has been a rush of demand, people buying these up very quickly. So over $350,000 for the cheapest CryptoPunk here, and some of the ones with rare properties that people do want are getting close to $1 million for a single NFT. This is the first profile picture NFT set ever though, and it is very historic, which does bring a lot of demand to it as well. Even though it's very simple art, this is a piece of NFT history, which is why a company like Visa bought one of these. They wouldn't be buying something they don't think would be a good decision or that wouldn't appreciate with time. So I did buy one CryptoPunk earlier this year, and I do have it for sale around a 10x. I don't think it's going to sell anytime soon. Meanwhile, the Bored Apes, I bought her over 150x. So that just goes to show you, if you are newer to the NFT space, it's a lot better to be focused on the new sets that are coming out. Do your proper research. Buy a few of these newer NFT sets that are around a few $100s rather than going all in on CryptoPunks or Bored Ape Yacht Club or another NFT set that's already established and has a much higher price floor. If you do want to make huge profits here and you do want to really establish a big NFT profile, I do think starting with the newer sets is better, but we do have to keep in mind as well that there's a lot of scams and money grabs coming into the space, so you do have to have a good understanding on what makes a good project, good art, a good team behind it, building utility, and a good community as well. Good branding is very important, and a community that's going to add utility to the project themselves, which is something that's huge with Bored Ape Yacht Club. We're seeing people create side businesses off of this, creating events and stuff that's just bringing a lot of attention to Bored Apes that the team has nothing to do with. So I will be going over some newer NFT projects as they come out. I do recommend following me on Twitter. That's where I call NFT sets that I'm getting into and new mints that are happening. I did call Bored Ape Yacht Club launching the new sale of the mutant apes. When it did happen, it sold out within an hour. So some of this stuff is very time sensitive, but a lot of people did catch this. They were able to get into the Bored Ape Yacht Club at a much cheaper price than buying one of the OG Bored Apes. So I do want to talk about the Doge Pound as well. Like I said, they do have the puppy set that's launching. The price floor of this has been exploding over the last couple days. I am going to be giving away some of these over the next couple weeks. I do have a giveaway. I will be picking that winner in the next couple days here. And I will be launching another giveaway. So we do have the price floor now, little over 2.5 Ethereum. These are basically flying off the shelves right now with the puppies launching tomorrow. Basically every Doge here that you hold, you will get one free puppy NFT. All you have to do is pay for the gas to mint it. And then you do have the chance to actually mint one that's rare. So who knows, you could end up minting one that's worth 20 Ethereum or more if you're lucky. Getting a top 50 rarity puppy, I think is going to be worth a lot. A lot of people are saying they like the puppies better than the OG Doges as well, which personally I am excited for that. But we do have to keep in mind the price floor for the Doge Pound may actually drop after the puppy launch, depending if people like the puppies more. So just keep that in mind. But they are adding more utility for these OG Doges in the future. They're going to be doing a burn mechanism where you can burn your Doges and basically take them out of circulation forever, making this deflationary for an NFT set. And then you will get a diamond paw, which will have some utility in the future also. So lots of demand, lots of volume here. If you guys check this out here, the volume history. So when I did cover this the first time was around beginning of August. It did peak out over 1 Ethereum. Now we have new all-time highs for the Doge Pound today, around 2.5 to 3 Ethereum here. And as you guys can see, if you check the history, we can see a lot of these selling for over 3 Ethereum. So this could keep climbing, but as puppies launch, we do have to be careful. Just like people buy the rumor and sell the news, people do this with NFT sets also. But I do think this will be a good one in the very long term, since they are continuing to work, add utility. They have a lot of famous people that are getting involved and spreading the word also, and they're pretty good with marketing. So another one here I do want to talk about that I mentioned in the last video is Fluf World. The floor price for this has been on a steady rise, but it hasn't exploded like the Doge Pound yet. And I do think this will go over 1 Ethereum very easily, because they are doing breeding as well, where you can breed new bunny NFTs. So once it gets closer to the bunny NFT launch, of course demand will be picking up for this also. Does seem they have a good team behind this, and they are growing quickly. So SpacePunksClub, I did mention in the last video also, the floor price on that has been rising. They did announce today, I believe, that they will be doing a revenue share with those that hold SpacePunks, as well as their new Dino Punks Club as well. So basically they're launching an NFT set just like Doge Pound is doing, where it's a free NFT. For every SpacePunk you do hold, you will get a baby dinosaur wearing a spacesuit, and the art on that is pretty good also. I'm pretty excited for those. So leading up to that, I do believe the floor price will be rising. They're sharing revenue with their holders, which is something new I like also. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But regardless, if you do want a cheaper NFT set, this is a good one to look into, especially leading up to the launch of those Dino NFTs, which you do have a chance of minting a rare dinosaur NFT for free also. So double benefit there for a cheaper NFT. I will be covering some new NFT sets as they launch that I'm getting into, and which ones I think have high potential in the long term. So be sure to be subscribed here and hit the bell to be notified for new videos. Also follow me on Twitter at JRNYcrypto. That's where I drop breaking news as it happens, because videos take more time to do. If you do want something that's time sensitive, it is best to follow people on Twitter. So again, that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it useful. I do appreciate you guys like the video. Comment below and share the video. Everything helps the channel grow, and I do really appreciate that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.